Cause some came in the mail today.
Yeah, I did.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Mythbusters. I'm your host, Tyler Perry, and today we are joined by this little cutie right here. This is the Killa Beeby. I don't have an actual name for him, but this was gifted to me by my friend Michaela, who I work with. She got into crocheting, and she was making a lot of baskets and stuff, which I rejected quite a few of them. She gave me one. I haven't used it, but she made me this cute little baby little bee, and I love him. What was that, Killa Beeby?
I went to Levine's yesterday to get some pants for me and my niggas. I was gonna steal them. I ain't had no money.
Hey, that was weird. What do you mean?
Fuck what you heard! It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing.
Okay, so you're gonna go back here, buddy. He's been drinking today, so it's hard for him to stay in. Should have hid the bourbon from him and the edibles. Went to buy edibles the other day. They didn't have the ones I wanted, and it's fine. And the packaging on edibles is out of hand, dude. It's like it has everything on it except the stuff I need to know. And that's a real issue for me. I do like very minimal dose edibles, and all the ones they have are like 25 milligrams, and 10 is a lot for me. 5 is like the sweet spot, but 10, and I get weird on 5, but 10 I get really weird. But anyways, I'm gonna eat some of those later, probably drink bourbon. Too close to the door. Let's see. So today is a Monday. I record on Monday. Episodes come out on Monday. And last Monday I was at the beach, so I did not record, and I had the goal of recording yesterday to release an episode today. Yesterday was Sunday. I was not able to. So shout out to Drew. Drew hit me up to go on a hike yesterday, and I told him no because I wanted to record an episode. But I was busy yesterday, and I still didn't even get around to recording. So there's not an episode coming out today. I wish there was, but there's not. But I'm recording right now, so we will continue next Monday. And still trying to have some people on. I won't fucking... What's the word? Hark? LARP? No, not LARP. That's live action role play. I won't dwell on it too much. But some fun stuff coming up. And what?
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something.
All right, so let's see. I went to the beach, dude. I went to Atlantic Beach. And I also don't have notes for this episode. This is going to be short. They're all short, so fucking who cares, right? Went to Atlantic Beach. It's a small town, which I thought was pretty cool. I've never been there. And I was there a short time, really short time. But it was nice to get out of the normal routine. I should have banked an episode so that I didn't miss this week, but I did not do that. Hopefully I get some episodes banked. I want to have guests on, but still record solo episodes at the rate that I do, which is one a week, and hopefully bank episodes that way. But anyways, I was at Atlantic Beach, and before I went, I couldn't remember the name of the beach. It was a family trip, and my family told me what beach, but I couldn't remember. So when my coworkers would ask where I'm going, I would say I don't know every time. So I'm sure they all thought I was lying about going to the beach, and I just requested a Friday and Saturday off for no reason. But I took plenty of photos while I was there just to have evidence that I'm not a liar or a fibber. We got there on a Saturday around 3. We landed at around 3. And we went to Fort Macon, which I knew we were going to do that. On the way there, I did not know that it was a fort for the Confederate Army, which is pretty interesting, dude. They have it set up. I mean, they have like a visitor center. You go in there, there's a gift shop, and you can buy like a print of the Gettysburg Address or hats or cookbooks. They had like camping cookbooks or whatever. Yeah, we did that, and they have all these rooms in the actual fort, and inside of the rooms they have, I guess they're made of wood, these Confederate soldiers just like in poses in the bed. They're playing checkers on a napkin or whatever, and you press a button and a pre-recorded recording will play, and it'll be in the voice of a Confederate soldier talking about his time there or whatever. And my sister and I were the only non-whites there. We were the only non-whites at Fort Macon that day. I don't know what they averaged, but that day we were the only ones, and they have a ammunition exhibit, and some cannonballs are like 150 pounds. And I didn't realize the caliber of cannonballs that they were just launching at each other. And the smell, I can't imagine the smell in those tiny rooms with those little bunks. One of the buttons you pressed mentioned how they got bed bugs pretty badly. And I think once a week or whatever, they had to go outside and sanitize their mats. They also didn't have pillows. And obviously the South lost, and the South never rose again. The whole time I was there, I kept thinking of the phrase, the South will rise again. Don't know why, but it was in there. Anyways, one of the buttons you press mentioned how during World War I think, they revisited that specific fort, and the U.S. Army used it. So it got a little bit of street cred back, I guess, but still a Confederate fort. It was still interesting, though. If you can dismiss your, I don't even know what, if you can just step back from your initial gut feelings for a moment, it's pretty interesting. And the view is unbelievable. Not a single bath in the fort. They didn't bathe. They just bathed in the ocean. There was a guy there doing a small arms demonstration with like a musket, and he had a whole act, and he was really in character. He was really into it. The guys that worked there are really into it. That was alarming, but I was on my P's and Q's the whole time. They also had stairs going from the bottom of the fort to the top of the fort that were just the weirdest proportions. And that's the thing, dude. I hate stairs that are weird proportions, where it's not 2 steps, but it's definitely not 1 step. It's just awkward. Always throws me off. And I always count stairs when I go up and down them. Don't know why I do that. Maybe I have OCD. Don't know, don't care. Who cares? No notes today. No notes. So we got there. We went to Fort Macon because we were an hour too early to check into our hotel. But we left Fort Macon. We got some food. Why does it tell me my battery is low? Hold on. All right. Let me plug my laptop in. I thought I did this, but obviously I did not. There we go, baby. There it is. Okay. I got some fish tacos, and I got what did I get? The snapper, the red snapper. That was a mistake. I mean, it was good, but I should have got the mahi mahi. Is that what it is? Should have got the mahi. I also got a tank top from there to wear on the beach. Didn't wear it once. Haven't even washed it. Should have washed it to shrink it. I did not do that. We walked the beach. Saw quite a few puppies. Actually, one puppy and then a couple dogs. Puppy ran right up to me. I bonded with the puppy. I almost stole it. I would never steal a dog, but I have the thought often of, oh, I could steal this puppy and not feel bad about it. Have that thought quite a bit, but I did not do it. I restrained myself. We checked into the hotel, walked on the beach. Went back to the hotel, and I took a whore bath, which is where you just, I don't know if you ever took a whore bath before, but it's where you just get in the water, but you don't really wash. You kind of rub the hot spots, and then you get out. So whore bath. Took those a lot as a child. What else did we do, man? My family watched School of Rock, and that was lit. We kind of watched School of Rock twice. And School of Rock, it holds up forever. I don't think that movie will ever be bad, and it's probably in my top 5 movies. It is. I could watch it probably once a month and not get tired of it. More than that, would be too much. Went to bed the first night. We woke up the second day. We got up early and we went to a diner, the Four Corners Diner. I think it's the only diner in Atlantic Beach. It's a small town, dude. And the number of people inside of that diner did not match mathematically with the number of cars that were in the parking lot. There were not that many cars out there, or at least my memory. This was a week ago, and memory's weird, but the diner was full. I felt like everybody from town was in that diner that morning. And the busboy, I wanted to be friends with the busboy. He was just killing it. I got bacon and eggs and 1 slice of French toast. I had a very reasonable breakfast. We left there, and what did we do next? Let's see. Saturday, we had breakfast, and then we went to the beach. And I tanned for a minute, dude. My eyelids burned. I didn't even think to put sunscreen on my eyelids. I put it everywhere else. But I got a little bit of sun, feeling good about that. After that, we went to the pool. We stayed there for 22 minutes. Because you lay on the beach long enough and you're tired, dude. And the wind was blowing, and sand, like everybody knows sand gets everywhere, but it really gets everywhere. In spots that you're like, wow, I haven't even, never mind it. Beach, pool, like we squeezed it all into one day. We really just got it all in one day. Went home, showered, we went to an aquarium. And the aquarium was tight, dude. Also, a lot of fish are so ugly. You don't realize how ugly fish are until you see them up close swimming. Not all of them, obviously, but most of them. But sharks are not. Sharks look cool. Sharks have always looked cool, and they will always look cool. But not really a nurse shark. They just kind of hang out just on the floor of the ocean. Does the ocean have a floor? The bottom of the ocean, floor of the ocean, sand of the ocean. They hang out on the bottom. And they're kind of like it's kind of like they're zanned out. If you've ever had a friend that had a Xanax problem and you hang out with them and they're just kind of sitting there and they're nodding off and they're not really there, but they are there. They're there physically, but not mentally or emotionally. That's kind of what nurse sharks are like. They just lay there. But apparently they do cool stuff, and you can pet them or whatever. I don't know. I did see one little tiny sea turtle in a tiny aquarium, and it made me sad. He was obviously trying to escape. He couldn't swim for more than 2 feet without having to turn. It was like he was racing himself and desperately trying to win. That was the only thing in the aquarium that made me sad. Usually, like, zoos are pretty sad, dude. You go into a zoo and you see, like, I don't know, a polar bear that obviously wants to kill itself. It makes you sad. Or any bear. Or any monkey. They don't want to be there. They had a venomous snake exhibit, and that was really cool. That was my favorite, except it was full of screaming children. So that also made it the worst exhibit. It was the best and the worst at the same time because you want to look at an eastern diamondback rattlesnake, but there are kids literally screaming as loud as they can. It's kind of like the snakes were attacking them. And I had to force quit the snake exhibit. I had to leave. I had to go, all right, this is enough. I'm getting out of here. So then we just went and looked at the marsh, which a marsh is cool from afar. A marsh is, there's something tranquil about it. Is that the right word? Don't care. Something cool about it. But I know if I ever stepped 1 foot into a marsh, I would hate them. You can just look at the mud and know that it would be a real problem if you were in it. And honestly, I would never kill anyone, I don't think. But if I did, I'll just throw them in the marsh. They'd probably sink, and that'll be it. They would be worm food or whatever. Worms probably don't live in marshes, but you know what I'm saying. They would get eaten by bugs. We left the aquarium, and what else? We went out on the pier. Oh, also the whole time we were there, it was single red flag, so they recommended you did not get in the ocean. There was some hurricane somewhere, and the undercurrent was pretty aggressive, so we did not get in the ocean. A couple people did. We saw some some surfers out there, and at one point just some children that were just in it, but we didn't get in. So when we went out to the pier, the ocean was pretty rough. And God, that was a good one. And the photos we got were fucking nice. But you go out on a pier, and a pier's always rocking back and forth. And you know the pier's been there for like 80 years, but still when you're on it and it's rocking, you feel uneasy. You feel like you shouldn't be there. And honestly, I feel like humans should not be in the ocean. I don't think we should be in the ocean or in the air. It's not our element. It's for the birds and the fish. We should not be doing it. But people do. So we're adaptable, and I guess people like it. But I'm not even. If there was no red flag, I don't even think I would have gotten in the ocean. Not really, past my knees, or definitely not up to my waist. I'm not fucking with it. The jellyfish at the aquarium look gnarly, dude. They look so gnarly. Anyways, we left there. Then we went to one of those super hacky, like beach front stores, like a Waves or a Pacific or whatever, where they sell like boogie boards, and every single t-shirt has whatever beach you're at on the shirt. And then they have a wall of shirts that you can get printed, and they're just, you know what they are. There's always a counter full of knives, and most of them are super lame, but you see a couple cool ones. But then you also see it's $12 and made in China, and you're like, okay, I don't even want to ask to see this because I know it's going to feel so cheap in my hand. To me, if a knife doesn't feel heavy, I'm not into it. I like knives a lot, love blades, but if it doesn't feel heavy, I'm not feeling it. So I'd rather order throwing knives than buy throwing knives at the beach, which I almost did. I almost bought throwing knives. I thought, this will be fun, but they would just sit in my junk drawer until I cleaned my junk drawer, and then I gave them to my little brothers because I forgot I even owned them. So That's usually what happens with beach souvenirs is you bring it home, you get it at the beach. You're like, oh, this is so cool. Then you bring it home and you're like, oh, this is still kind of cool. And then you put it away and then you forget about it. And 2 years later, you're doing deep cleaning and then you're like, wow, look at these beach souvenirs. Why'd I even care about this? Let's see. We got bar food that night as well. Wait, was it bar food or pizza? I think we got bar food the first night. I think my younger brother only ate chicken wings the whole time, which, respect, but it's also funny. Second night we got pizza. We got a large and the pizza was huge. We walk into this place and this guy working the counter is just over it. You can see it in his face and his whole entire aura. He's over it. And he knew the questions my mom was going to ask before she even asked. She started to ask how many wings come in an order and he had to answer. It's like he read her mind maybe. But the pizza was good. I ate one slice. Watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which also doesn't miss. 2011 banger. Still good, dude. Still good. Let's see. Next day, woke up, we went parasailing. I didn't parasail because I'm just not. Maybe next year, but no. And my little sister and little brother went up, so I just had a conversation with the captain and the first hand or whatever. I don't know. They were cool guys. They were fun. There are also wild horses at Atlantic Beach, and they're smaller than prize horses, I guess that's what you call them. I don't know, but they were small, dude, but they were cool. Went parasailing, and then we left. And then I came home, and I just felt vacation was too short. I enjoyed it, but going back to regular life made me wildly, wildly sad. Not quite depressed, I don't think, but God, I did not want to go back to work, dude. It was the worst. It's the absolute worst. But that was my beach trip. If you're ever in North Carolina, on the west side of it, and you're near Atlantic Beach, I would recommend it. I would go back. It was cool. The resort we stayed at was pretty cool. It was like a 5-minute walk to the beach, but kind of fun walk. They have putt-putt that they don't keep up with. The pool was nice. The room was nice. They had Roku TV or whatever. Someone's Disney Plus account that just, I guess, logged in and they didn't log out, but we watched that all weekend. So that was cool. That's where we watched School of Rock, I think. Definitely where we watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes. But it was cool, dude. I don't have any notes. I just had my beach trip that I did. So that's cool. I've been playing guitar, trying to learn Little Wing, and it is hard, dude. Anything Jimi Hendrix did, it's hard to learn. Same with John Frusciante. That shit is so hard to learn because there's such specific styles of playing that it's hard to fucking learn, dude. Been listening to Led Zeppelin 3, want to learn some stuff on that. And I think that was the cool thing about the beach. There's something about getting out of your regular routine that kind of just invigorates creativity. So I feel good about that. Feel good about the sun I got. Burned just the tiniest bit. But yeah, dude, been learning Little Wing. And that's what I ended up doing with the rest of my evening last night instead of recording. It became too late to record, but not too late to play music, so I was practicing. There's also this trend on TikTok of some guitar riff, some artist, I don't remember. It's on my phone, but my phone's recording right now. But this really sad riff that I've been learned it. That was easy. Little Wing is not easy. It would be cool to sample Little Wing for a beat called the beat Lil Wing. That would be cool. Let's see. I'm going to learn probably some John Mayer. Slow Dancing in a Burning Room and Gravity. Those are both really cool songs to learn. I'm going to hit that up. But that's it, dude. How long have I recorded? Wow, okay, more than 20. That's all I have, man. And thank you guys for listening. Bear with. I am going to have some guests on. There is one guest who told me to lock him into a date so that he for sure does it. So I am doing that. And that's it, dude. I'm trying to think if I missed anything, if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I don't think there is. I always think of stuff earlier in the week, but then time to record comes and my mind just goes blank. But it's getting better. It's like something about the camera being on and holding the mic. But that's it. Thank you, Michaela, for little baby Killa Beeby, the baby bee. He'll have an actual name sometime, but right now it's just Killa Beeby. Ooh, I ordered a vinyl. I slowed down on vinyl. There was one year where I spent easily $500 on vinyl. That was when I got my new record player. It's not new now, but when I bought this record player, I went crazy on vinyl. Slowed way down. But recently I bought the Free National self-titled album. And it's so good, dude. Kali Uchis is on it. Mac Miller is on it. That one drummer that's really cool. I can't think of his name right now. I think T.I. is on it, which is kind of crazy. Sid is on it. Anderson .Paak. That's the drummer's name. I think he's on the whole album. But the album's so good. It's R&B, soul, groove, jazz. So I ordered that vinyl. It's 180 gram. Fucking double vinyl. Excited about that. When some time passes, because I'm not trying to buy a bunch of vinyl all at once again, I'm going to get Marcus King's newest album and probably Tierra Whack's newest album, Worldwide Whack. Marcus King is Mood Swings, which also been a moody boy. I've been moody as hell, brother. But I'm back in my regular schedule. Worked out today. I had to drag myself out of bed today to work out. Did not want to do it. Got there, still didn't want to do it. There was a detour to get to the gym. And for a second, I thought, this is the universe telling me to just go home. But didn't do it. Went through it, brother. So that's it, dude. Getting back into my normal routine. Gonna have some guests on. I say that every fucking week. I haven't had any guests on, but that's it, dude. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. And, just keep doing you and stay black and brave. Bye.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time! I didn't think so. 今日はおからめにしましょう。